Alright, so let's take a look at the goalkeepers and defenders invited to represent the Super Falcons at the upcoming Revelation Cup in Mexico. Please don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much. So we'll start with the goalkeepers, and Chiamaka Nnadozie, Paris FC #1, is the #1 player on the list. Undisputed #1 for both club and country. She did have a little bit of an injury scare not too long ago, missed a little bit of time with a hand injury, but as of late she has returned to a team starting lineup, so that definitely seems like something of the past. Now the second and last goalkeeper invited was Yewande Balogun, who plays for AS Saint-Etienne in the French 2nd Division. She was part of the Super Falcons squad at the Women's AFCON in Morocco, and if I'm not mistaken, I don't think she has played a single minute for the Super Falcons yet. I might be wrong. She might have come in as a sub for somebody, but I'm not too sure about that. I really don't think she has played a minute for the Super Falcons as of now. But I definitely feel like this might be her best opportunity to get a cap for the team. You're playing in 3 matches in 6 days. It's going to be grueling on the body, so the coach is definitely not going to be using the same 11 for all 3 matches. Next, we move to the defense, and we start with captain of the side, Onome, formerly of Levante Las Planas in the Spanish women's top flight. She actually only made 1 appearance for Levante Las Planas, left at the middle point of the season, and I guess it was a mutual separation between the 2 sides. Now I definitely don't think this development should stop Onome from going to the World Cup, but I do think it might have an impact on what role she plays during the World Cup. Next up is Osinachi Ohale, central defender for Deportivo Alaves in Spain. Probably one of the best defenders on the Super Falcons, was one of the players of the group stage in the Women's AFCON, the just concluded Women's AFCON in Morocco. Now, Osinachi's performances this season in the Spanish women's top flight have been really good, but the fact of the matter is her club is fighting relegation, and that's a big situation right there. Next up, we have Ashleigh Plumptre, Leicester City central defender. She's been part of the Super Falcons ever since the AFCON qualification, and as of right now, she has made herself a mainstay in the defense. Now, just like Osinachi Ohale, her team is also fighting relegation, this time in the Women's Super League, the English Women's Super League. But I feel like both players don't have a thing to worry about, because they'll definitely have a team to jump to if their teams get relegated, because they've been putting up some good performances all season. Next up is Gloria Ogbonna, left back for Besiktas in Turkey. Now she recently moved to Besiktas from ALG Sport in the same league. ALG Sport actually won the league last season, and the playoffs are approaching, but right before the playoffs start, they loaned Gloria Ogbonna to Besiktas. Now, Gloria Ogbonna was part of the Super Falcons AFCON squad. That was the women's AFCON in Morocco. She really didn't play too many games in that competition, but as of late, she has been playing a little bit more for the Super Falcons. She started against USA. Both matches they played against USA. Actually got the assist for the goal Uchenna Kanu scored in the second match, and she played both as a central defender and a fullback in those matches. Up next is Rofiat Imuran, left back for Stade Reims in the French women's top flight. She moved to Stade Reims from Rivers Angels in the Nigerian Women's Football League. She was part of the Falconers side that made it to the Under-20 World Cup. They made it to the quarterfinals of that competition, and she was one of the shining lights in that competition for Nigeria. Now, to be honest, she has not been getting that much playing time at her club. She has made her debut for the club, but apart from that, she has not started that many matches. Moving on, and next we have Michelle Alozie for the Houston Dash. She mainly plays as a forward for a club, but with the Super Falcons, she is mostly used at the fullback position. She's been part of the Super Falcons ever since the summer series in the USA. She was part of the AFCON squad, and she has also been part of the last few friendlies. Next up, we have Oluwatosin Demehin, central defender for Stade Reims in the French women's top flight. Just like Rofiat Imuran was part of the Under-20 World Cup team, the Falconer team who made it to the quarterfinals in Costa Rica, I think she kind of got broken into the Super Falcons faster than everybody else, because once they got invited to the Super Falcons, it seemed like she got put into the starting lineup right away, and that was basically what happened at the club level also. Once she got to Stade Reims, she was put in the starting lineup, and she has not left it since. Next and last but not least, we have Akudo Ogbonna, Rivers Angels central defender. Was part of the Super Falcons women's AFCON squad, although she had limited time. Her last appearance for the Super Falcons was against the USA, and that was the first match of the doubleheader, the match that ended 1-0. She came off the bench in that match. The only player selected from the Nigerian Women's Football League. That's kind of messed up that she's the only player selected from the league, but that's the way it is. So yeah, those are the goalkeepers and defenders selected to represent the Super Falcons at the upcoming Revelation Cup in Mexico. Please don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.